All right, we are going to be continuing with Chapter 6. We're doing 6.2 today, going over the Pythagorean Theorem. So the key ideas that you're going to need for this lesson are going to talk about the sides of a right triangle. So the sides of a right triangle have special names. So you have two legs, and then these legs are the two sides that form a right angle. So a right triangle is going to have a right angle represented by that little box there in the corner. Then the long side that is across, that's opposite of that right triangle, is called the hypotenuse. And so the hypotenuse is the side of a right triangle that is opposite of the right angle. So using these three sides, these three sides are going to be used when calculating for the Pythagorean theorem. So in any right triangle, the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. And so you can see that as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So your legs are a and b, your hypotenuse is c. So if you take the length of a and square it, add that to the length of b and square it, that is going to equal your c squared. And your c is that hypotenuse. So a and b are your legs, c is the hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of examples of how to find the hypotenuse and side lengths using the Pythagorean theorem. All right, in our first example, we are going to find the length of a hypotenuse. So we have a right triangle here that has the two legs are 5 meters and 12 meters. And then we're looking for that c for our hypotenuse. So remember our formula is, or the equation is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we just plug in our numbers. So side A, put in a 5. So 5 squared plus side leg B, 12 squared, is going to equal c squared. So 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144, and we're still looking for that c squared. So when we add 25 and 144, we get 169 equals c squared. So we want to get just c by itself, and so we do this, we find the square root of both sides. And so the square root of 169 is 13. So our hypotenuse, that side C, is 13 meters long. All right, and next we're going to be using the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of one of the legs. So for this right triangle, they give us the hypotenuse. It's 2.9 centimeters. One of our legs is 2.1 centimeters, and we're looking for our missing leg length of A. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we plug in our numbers just like we did before. We don't know what a is, so we just leave that a squared. Our leg is 2.1. We square it. Our hypotenuse is 2.9 squared. So again, we don't know what a is, so a squared. 2.1 squared is 4.41. That's going to equal our 2.9 squared, which is 8.41. So we want to get that a squared by itself, so we're going to subtract 4.41 from both sides. So that leaves us with a squared equals 4. We need to find the square root to get a by itself. So that's wrong. The square root of 4 is 2. And so A is 2 centimeters. All right, and that is how we use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of one of our legs. So you're going to use this to work on your own questions for today's homework. And then I will see you in class tomorrow, and we will be going over the on your own questions, and then you guys will be doing your assignment. So I will see you in class tomorrow. Have a good day.